My name is Anne, and I would like to talk to you this morning about using the power of observation during dementia care. And I'm going to emphasize the word power because observation is extremely valuable. It's an extremely powerful tool that's going to help you on your dementia journey. So if you choose to develop this tool, it's not only going to help increase your understanding and awareness of what's happening in any given moment with your person, but it's going to gently nudge you to pause so you can enter a situation with more calmness and clarity. So maybe I need to back up a little bit and talk about what I mean when I'm talking about observation. So this is one of the primary skills that I learned as an occupational therapy student during my training, and I will admit that it is one that I found extremely annoying and nitpicky back in those days. So for example, we had an exercise called task analysis or something like that, where we had to observe a really routine activity like somebody getting dressed or someone brushing their teeth, and then we had to break it down into little steps. And you'd be very surprised how many steps are involved in something like brushing your teeth. So, first you have to visually search and locate the toothbrush, and then you have to reach for it, and that involves moving your shoulder and extending your elbow and extending your fingers and then grasping the toothbrush and bringing it close to you, and so on and so on. And you can probably see how mind-numbing and tedious this was to explain, and then sometimes we even had to write it down, making it even worse. But I know I've said before that I'm not a patient person by nature, so this was really annoying back in the day, but now I've begun to appreciate the exercise and know that it has definitely sharpened my observation skills. So now when I observe a scene, instead of automatically jumping to a conclusion about the situation and just jumping into action, I now step back and I start observing all the little parts. I'm asking myself, what's going on in the environment? And this doesn't take long. This is just something that happens quickly within a few seconds. So when I enter or encounter a situation that's unexpected or uncomfortable or maybe negative potentially, I really usually allow the scene to play out a little bit, as long as there's no immediate danger, as long as no one's going to get hurt. So when I do this, when I allow it to play out, I can observe what's happening much like someone who is watching a movie or a TV show. So when we're watching a show, we usually are doing this in somewhat of a detached way, right? We're observing something happening that doesn't really have anything to do with us, and there's no need for an immediate response. So when I'm observing something that a person living with dementia is saying or doing, I'm doing so with that same interest and curiosity, but also the same sense of detachment that eases my urge to immediately get involved. So let me give you an example of this. So say I enter a person's room with the agenda of helping them get dressed. But when I come upon the scene, I observe them frantically rummaging through their closet. So I take a moment, I take a breath first always, and then I take a moment to quietly observe what's happening instead of just rushing right in with the clothing and chattering about, how it's time to get dressed and they need to stop what they're doing right now so we can do this. So taking that observation moment, number one, helps me collect clues about what's going on inside of that person at the moment. And then number two, it buys me time to process my next step. When I observe the scene, when I stop to do this, it always begins to reveal itself a little bit more. So let's continue on with this example. So initially, I may think the woman rummaging in her closet is searching for something. It could be an actual item. It could be that she's just seeking a sensory experience, like touching stuff, or maybe just moving her body around to calm herself. Or maybe she could be trying to hide in the closet if she's afraid of something. Or maybe she's trying to hide something from me so I don't take it, right? The point is, there are so many places her mind could be taking her that are probably not grounded in my reality. And if I make an assumption based on my own sense of what I think she's doing, and I don't stop to observe or to consider or understand her reality, my next step may be completely off the mark. But when I stop to observe, I usually start noticing other clues, like perhaps she's pulled out all of her purses and they're all over the bed. Maybe I follow up with a question based on this observation. And a question, first of all, acknowledges her very existence and the importance of what she's thinking about and what she wants to be doing at this moment. Because how often do people living with dementia almost seem to become invisible when they are not spoken directly to, when they're not asked their input, when we kind of talk around them or answer their questions for them, or when things are done to them instead of being done with them. So that question just acknowledges her basic existence. So I can say something like, "Good morning, Dorothy. I see all your beautiful purses are out on your bed." And sometimes just simply stating that observation may lead me down the path to more discovery about figuring out what Dorothy is doing and why she's doing it. So she may say something like, "I'm looking for my wallet," or "Somebody stole my blue purse," or something else that gives me a clue about what to do next. And based on her answer to my question, I may ask if she would like some help with her search. Or if she's really fired up, I may ask her, "Gosh, tell me what your wallet looks like. Let me write this information down so I can file a report with the police. Or I'm going to talk to the boss about this right away. I know them." Entering with a sense of curiosity instead of anxiety or anticipating a battle helps me neutralize my own emotions, right? And it gives me the space I need to meet my person in the moment. So observation really allows us to be more fully present, more attentive, and it's going to ward off that rush to judgment we can often experience when we come upon a scene that's a little chaotic, right? Okay, so that concludes our little lesson for today, and now it's time for you. I would like you to just take a deep breath right now. And we're going to get ourselves comfy and relaxed now. And we're going to turn the power of our observation on ourselves for a moment, because we deserve a little bit of attention too, right? So I'm going to take you through a guided meditation, and it's actually a nice one to do laying down on the floor if you can. But if you cannot get up from the floor on your own, or if you're uncertain if you can or can't, just don't do it. You can lay down on your couch, you can lay down on the bed, you can certainly participate in a seated position. As you're getting yourself situated, let's just kind of begin to slow down, right? Find a space that's comfortable for you. Okay. Ready to begin? If so, let's take a beautiful cleansing breath as we turn awareness to your own body. Feeling the in-breath coming in and the out-breath going out. stay here breathing at your own pace, in and out, and in and out. Appreciate the oxygen that is flooding and fueling every single cell in your body at this moment. Just fill up your tank right now with your breath, in and out, and in and out. Just allow yourself to sink more deeply into the surface that is supporting you right now. And slowly bring your attention to the top of your head. Sense a small wave of relaxation descending upon your head and moving along your scalp, kind of like a scalp massage. Relax the muscles of your forehead and feel your eyebrow area naturally begin to soften and loosen. Allow that wave of relaxation to spread into your jaw. Become aware of any tendency to clench your teeth and allow your jaw to open and relax if it feels tight. Now the wave of relaxation travels down into your throat and the back of your neck. You may feel a little fullness in your throat as you bring your awareness to the area, and that is perfectly normal and okay. Now relax the area between your neck and your shoulders. You may want to move your neck from side to side, slowly. Bring your attention to your shoulder blades and allow your shoulders to relax downward, away from your ears. Just feel all tension leave your back as you sink deeper into the surface that holds you. If at any moment you observe a point of tightness, send some of that nourishing breath to those areas to help them soften. And keep breathing in and out. Allow that relaxing wave to travel around your back and into your abdominal area. Observe any tightness there and send a few breaths, a few deep belly breaths to the spots that feel tense. Observe the rise and the fall of your abdomen as you breathe in and as you breathe out. Allow the wave of relaxation to travel into your pelvis, down to your thighs, to your knees, relieving any achiness as you continue to breathe in and breathe out. Picture that wave of relaxation moving through your calves, soothing your ankles, massaging the arches of your feet and your soles as it finally makes its way out through the tips of your toes. On your next breath, observe the way your body feels in this relaxed state. Observe the softness, observe the stillness, observe the spaciousness of your mind when it's free from thinking. If thoughts creep in, gently send them on their way. For now, just lay here or sit here, enjoying the silence of this moment. Inevitably, life brings us challenges in small or large forms that we need to address. That is both the beauty and the struggle of life. One way to relax the struggle a little is to take a moment to observe the scene before defaulting to automatic reactions that are based on old habits or a lack of understanding about what's really going on. Spend a few more moments here, breathing at a pace that feels comforting to you. And feel free to push the pause button on the video if you need more time here. Otherwise, when you're ready, gently begin to wiggle your relaxed fingers and toes. Shrug your shoulders, move your neck and your jaw. Begin to wake those relaxed areas up again. You may want to give yourself a big stretch overhead. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes and rejoin the group. Welcome back. I hope you're feeling nice and chill right now, and I hope this chill vibe will linger with you a little longer as you begin or as you continue your day. Use the power of observation to create a little space and time for yourself to help you move forward from a position of better understanding and awareness. I guarantee you that when you do, clarity and creativity will often be the result. So good luck today. You've got this.